Well, working round 6 of our yoga socks, Peyton's Croy socks, yoga socks. Well, working round 6, I had some confusion a couple times because I wasn't sure if I was purling 2 or purling 1, or if I had done the right number of purls and knits. So I'm thinking that if you are just learning to knit, this round might get you frustrated. So what I want to show you how to do is how to undo stitches if you need to. And to show you that, I'm going to use these great big needles so you can see what I'm working on. So I'm working that round 6, which is purl 2, knit 1, purl 1. So purl 2, and I'm going to accidentally purl an extra purl. And I'm going to knit 2 by accident here. And then I'm going to purl 1. So now I've got some mistakes that I need to fix. So if you look here at your knitting, and you'll be able to see it on your tiny stitches as well after you get used to reading them. Here's the purls, here's the knit, and here's the purls, and here's the knits, and here's the purls. And the way you can tell is that little nub at the bottom is where your purl is. That's the purl I just worked. So there's the 2 purls I just worked, there's the knit I just worked, and there's the 4 purls I worked, because they all have that nub at the bottom of them. And there's the 2 knits I worked, and there's the purl I ended up with. So if I want to fix it back to where I have purl 2, knit 1, purl 2, this should be a knit, and this should be a purl. So what I want to do is I have to undo these stitches I just worked. And to undo it, you keep your knitting in your right hand, and you're going to undo those stitches. So I'm going to be putting the stitches back onto the left needle that I worked incorrectly. So if you look at that purl I'm doing in reverse exactly what I did. So there was that purl, but I'll save that. Now the yarn is in the wrong place because I need to have it in the back to undo this this knit stitch. So I'll take it back to the back. Now I can hold it in my right hand like I'm used to. And this knit stitch that I did wrong, I'm going to undo that. So to undo that knit, I have to, let's see if I can show you. I'm tinking a stitch here. I've got a bad piece of yarn there. Right here is where that yarn is coming through that hole back there. So that's where I need to stick my needle point, because everything is going to be going in reverse now. So you stick your needle point there, and then you pull it off of that right needle, and now it's back over there. Okay, this one was a knit, so I'm going to do it the same way. I stick it in that hole back there. Can you see that hole that I'm sticking it into? It's hard to maneuver these big needles around this camera. That top hole back there is where you stick your needle, and then you pull this off and you pull the yarn out. It takes it out of that. So now let's look back here and see what we have. We have 2 purls, we have a knit, we have a purl, we have 2 purls, and here's the extra purl. So we have another purl to take off. Bring the yarn forward, and now you stick the needle in the front top loop, and then just pull it off. So now bring it back over there. I have purl 2, knit 1, purl 1, purl 2. Now I'm ready to knit. So now I'm ready to fix it. So don't get discouraged. And you can see other videos on the internet on how to tink stitches and what I like to call lerping. You can lerp to undo a purl. I'm just wanting to give you a basic idea about how you can undo those stitches one at a time instead of having to take the whole row off the needle. So now I have 2 purls, knit 1, purl 1. 2 purls, knit 1, purl 1, purl 2. Yay, I'm happy. Now I can just take this off the needle because I don't need it anymore. That's just a sample to show you what to do. So if you wanted to, you could take stuff off the needle and unravel it this way. But the problem comes when you try to put it back on the needle. I'll show you what I'm talking about. When you try to put it back on the same needle, you don't know which direction it should go. Should it go this way or should it go that way? Like, okay, is this a knit or a purl? So I just run them all through the back. But after a while, this big fat needle gets to be hard to stick in those stitches, and sometimes these things will come off, will stretch out and come off. Then you don't know which is your stitch. Is your stitch this top loop or the bottom loop? So what I do to make it easier is I get a smaller needle, not this small, but a smaller needle, and I pick up all the stitches that way. And it's so easy to pick them up with a smaller needle. And then I slide them onto the right size needle. Like that. And then when you go to work your stitches, you'll be able to tell if they're facing the right way or not. Because you'll be able to look at the stitch and say, that's not right. And you can watch some of Lucy Neat Bee's videos to help you understand which direction your needle should be facing. I mean, your stitches should be facing. So, little points to help you. Have fun with your knitting. Talk at you later. Bye.